So 49, we're going to expand on the ratio proportion thing, but these are going to be called I can't talk. These are rate problems, not rat problems. That would be weird. They didn't write my E, so it said rat problems for a minute. If we had rat problems, that'd be a whole different issue. So these proportions are going to take this format, case 1 and case 2. Okay, instead of ratio and actual, we're going to be comparing two different rates. So if I said 6 books weigh 15 pounds, that's a case 1. 6 books equal 15 pounds, right? It's a proportion. It's a ratio, I should say. How much would 20 books weigh? Well, now it's 20. Well, I don't know how much 20 books would weigh, but I can figure it out with this information. What can I do? I can set up a proportion. So that's 6 over 15 equals 20 over x. All right, so when I do that, I get 6x equals 300, because 20 times 15 is 300. Good? Then I divide by 6 on both sides. X equals 50. So 20 books are going to weigh 50 pounds using that information. Okay? We can also do this. Let's expand on that same concept. If 6 books weigh 15 pounds, how much does 1 book weigh? Sometimes they'll call that a unit rate. How much does it weigh per unit, per one item? 6 books equal 15 pounds. All right, so that's the weight. This is the weight divided by, oh, sorry, I wrote that wrong. The number divided by the weight. I said that wrong. Okay? So, what do we need to do? Well, first off, we don't want to do it that way. We want to flip-flop that. We want to do the weight. This is why I wrote it down wrong. The weight divided by the, not the number. Man. By the number. It'd be weird if I divided by the number. Which would be 15 over 6, because I can flip-flop these, right? I wouldn't know how much one item weighs. So I'm going to divide 15 by 6. If I did it the other way, I would not be finding out what each item weighs, and it'll be a problem. Six over 35 times, so each item is going to weigh 2.5 pounds. Okay? Now I can find out how much 20 books would weigh, because I know what 1 book weighs. I can do 20 times 2.5 and get the correct answer for that one too. It should be 50. So sometimes there's more than one way to do it. All right, so let's try another one. Okay, same formula, case 1, case 2. Julio is riding in a 50-kilometer bike race. He passed the 15-kilometer mark in 27 minutes. So that's 15 over 27. This is the end. So start and finish. If Julio continues to ride at the same rate, what will be his time? Well, I don't know. How do we find it out? Do I have a proportion ready to go? You bet I do. 15 over 27 equals 50 over x. Okay? That is 15x equals 27 times 50. I'm not going to bother to do 27 times 50. Let's divide everything by 15. By the way, what makes up 15? What times what?
5 times 3.
All right, so let's do 5 times 3. Let's break it down. It's useful. Because 3 goes in 27 9 times, and 5 goes in 50 10 times. So when's he going to finish this race? How many minutes? 90 minutes. X equals 90. So he'll finish the race in 90 minutes. Okay? Now, how fast is he going? But in the race, how fast he's going to maintain the same average rate. Oh, thank you. Define average rate, it's distance divided by time. Okay? Distance divided by time. The problem is it tells you distance divided by time. So how far do you go?
90.
How fast was, how long was it? Wait, sorry, I said that wrong. Distance, that's not 90. Distance is 50, right? He goes 50. Just erase already. So he goes 50. His time is 90, right? Distance divided by time. Well, I'm not going to bother to divide that. Let's do what I can do. Let's break it down. So his distance divided by time equals his rate is 5 to 9. That is 5 kilometers to 9 minutes. That's how fast he's going. For every 5 kilometers, it takes him 9 minutes to do it. That's what we know. Okay? So that's done. Let's do one more. Same setup. Same setup. 3 tickets cost $20.25. Case 1, case 2, we got a ratio. 3 to 20.25. 3 tickets cost $20.25. How much would 7 tickets cost? Well, 7's here, right? Because that was tickets over there. How much are those 7 tickets going to cost us? All right, so that's 3 over 20.25, because it's a ratio, equals 7 over x. Okay? So that is 3x equals 7 times 20.25. Divide by 3, x equals 7 times 20.25 divided by 3. All right, you can do that lots of different ways, but let's do it the easiest, the most straightforward way. What is 20.25 times 7? Let's find that out first. That's 35. That's 14 plus 3 is 7. That's 1. That's 14. It's 141.75. Am I done yet? Please say no.
No.
All right, so divide by 3, 141.75. So 3 goes into 14 4 times, right? That's 12. 3 goes into 21
7.
7 times. So that's done. 3 goes in, bring 7 down. 3 goes into 7 1 time, 2 times, right? And 3 goes into 15 5 times. So it's going to cost $47.25 for 7 tickets. Right? Understood?
Yeah.
Now, how much is the unit cost? I said, if you hear the unit cost, how much is 1 ticket going to be? So let's go back to our original information here. 3 tickets cost $20.25. So what if we divided $20.25 by 3? That'll tell us how much 1 ticket costs, right? So 6, that's 18. So 22, that's 21, 15. 3 goes into 15, 5 times. So 1 ticket is going to cost $6.75. Which is the cheap show at the Apple Valley movie theater. Apple Valley. If you go to the very last, actually the very, very last matinee at the Apple Valley theater is like $5.50. If you go to the very last of the afternoon shows before the evening shows start, it's $5.50.
That is cheap.
It is cheap. They also have it on the smaller. It's not a super small screen, but it's
how much
smaller
is
than the
it?
other ones.
How much are the matinees before it?
$6.50, $6.75, I think. So
That's huge.
that's because that's the one that most people don't go to. So it's how they fill the seats.
One time my family went to a movie, we were the only ones there, and
That's what happened to me.
Any other questions? I'll stop that because that's all in the